A bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.
Want to bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
Want a chicken dinner.
I'd buy that for $1.
Man, Kevin.
Wow.
Listen, I appreciate the effort, man. It's a little long there, you think, buddy?
It was long, and there was a lot of like movie quotes in there, I think.
Yeah,
Winner,
awkwardly
chicken dinner.
spaced out, buddy. Let's try to tighten that up a little bit. I love you though, man.
Yeah, that's it. And make it. We want to make it like one piece. You know, one whole feels like a thing.
Yeah,
like 5 different things.
let's try to tighten that up a little bit. I appreciate the effort though, buddy. I got you. All right. Well, hey, everybody, it's time for another episode of All Right Bet on the Overtime. If you tuned into the episode, you saw Adam Horowitz. A lot of great stuff, man. Really cool dude, cool background. That was a lot of fun, man. Right, Andy?
He's amazing. You know, like that guy is. He lives the life of what you wanted your life to be when you were 7.
Yeah.
When you're like, I'm going to be a stunt man.
Yeah.
He's actually doing it.
Hanging out of helicopters and shit, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, hey, we know what you guys are here for. You're looking for those picks and see how we've been doing. Now, listen, through 5 weeks of the season here, we're clipping along. NCAA doing pretty well. We're clipping around mid 60s. We're like 65, 66% here. Now every week I'm giving you guys the 3 dogs. I'm giving you guys the 3-dog play, right? And right now, those 3 dogs are 9-3. 9-3. Last week gave you Cuse, SMU, and U of M. These are money line dogs. U of M screwed me last week. But guys, so when I'm throwing you the money line dogs, pay attention. They're kind of hot. Man. Now
you're money lining these things too, huh?
Yeah, this money line in the dogs, man, and just nailing them. Like last week, pretty good. Cuse and SMU, those paid pretty well. U of M shit the bed. I would have had a 3-team parlay that would have really paid well. But NFL now listen, we're dealing with it like everybody else is right now. Okay, we are dealing with the NFL season, and this is the NFL season that is drunk off its ass right now, Andy. None of it makes any sense. I don't want any finger pointing at us. We're hovering right around 50%, though. You know what I mean?
That's not terrible. You know, I think we're going to get hot too. That's the thing.
The way this season's going, let me just read you a few things. Right, this is the first time in 70 years that the biggest underdogs have won like the first 4 weeks in a row. Right. In week 1, the Patriots were 8-point dogs. They beat the Bengals. Right here. The Raiders were 9-point dogs the next week, beat the Ravens. Commanders 7.5-point dogs in week 3, beat the Bengals. Last week, Cardinals 8-point dogs beat the Niners. This is not happening. Here's some other interesting things here. Sam Darnold is 4-0 in Minnesota. Andy Dalton's the only quarterback with 330 yards and 3 TDs until Joe Flacco went 360 with 3 TDs. The Washington Commanders are 4-1 and in first place of the NFC East, which is bad news for you, buddy, in our Washington, Indianapolis bet. While the Bengals are now 1-4 behind Joe Burrow, who's thrown 12 touchdowns to 2 picks. He's playing great football, and the Bengals are 1-4. What's going on?
You know what I was going to give out? If the Bengals beat the Ravens last week, I was going to give out Joe Burrow MVP odds. I was like, this is the time. I still think it might be the time to get on Big Joe because I don't think the Bengals are quite dead yet. There's nobody in the AFC is like really impressing me. But I will say, you know, what is happening in my opinion is that I guess that the dogs, you know, teams are running the ball more, slowing the game down a little bit more. And whether they have running backs or not, and what happens when those teams do that is that it leaves the dogs in the game a little bit more, gives them a chance, I believe, and it gives them a chance at the end because they're just less passing right now. So I think but I think that's going to change, but we just don't know when. Is it going to change this week? Is it going to change week 10?
It's going to be difficult, but when we would jump on it, we're going to jump on it at the right time. Now, for some of the listeners that are getting back to me all the time, we got some listeners that are hating on us about the NFL right now, hating on us about the free NFL picks. And we've got some listeners that are supportive, man, because it's an NFL wasteland right now. So for everyone that's complaining, I'd like you to put it into context with this little clip here. The ones who are complaining during this NFL apocalypse about the free picks, you are Woody Harrelson, and the good fans are Michael Cera.
Snowballs. Yeah. Snowballs? Where's the fucking Twinkies?
I like snowballs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I like snowballs. Hey, I tell you what, you know what I'm going to do this week? I'm going to give you a pick on every NFL game and keep track. I want everybody to keep track.
All right, man. Well, let's get to it.
We're going to be 3 over 500. 3 over.
I love it. I love it, man. Let's do it. Let's just jump right into the NFL first then. Let's change things up. Let's jump into the NFL. You take the lead. Which game you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, so I already had college pulled up. I was just getting ready.
Oh, hey, let's roll.
Start it off. I'll start it off. This game's not gonna count, right? Because it's Thursday night. By the time this comes out, I don't know if the game could be over. So don't worry about betting. Anyway, you want to stay away from this one regardless. Right now, Seattle is at 3.5, 4. At plus 3.5, 4. Look, I think Seattle's my main bet on this game is the over. It's the over. Thursday nights, I don't mind taking the favorite a little bit. I think Seattle's defense is bad. I think the Lions proved it. I think the Giants proved it. So I like the over as my number one bet. You know what? Let's count this over. I want to count it, Mikey. I'm going to add it into the pool, even though I hate adding in the Thursdays. Count it. Take the over as my main play on this one. Though I would lean, to be honest with you, with the Seahawks. Just give me the points.
Yeah, I'm with you. Seahawks and the points on that.
But I over. Give me the over on that one. So that's
okay.
The first. Okay. Then we're going to go to the London game. Look, I think, and I like the Bears. I lived in Chicago a long time. But I like everything about the Bears. I have a lot of Bear friends, fans as well. I root for the Bears. I'm not against the Bears. But there's no way do I feel comfortable taking the Bears as a favorite. Don't think they've played anybody. They could easily be 1-4. Now their defense is legit. It's a legit defense. All right. So at that, I give them that.
Very much so.
Caleb's been getting better. It's not like he's been outstanding, but he's getting better every week. I'm just going to ride with the team that plays there and knows it, and that's Jacksonville +2. But my main bet, that you can count that one, but my main bet on this one is the under in this game. Yeah. Give me the under, guys. You want to take the under in that one. So
yeah, I also love the under in that game, and Jags play there all the time. You're right. And they're desperate for a win right now. Chicago's defense very good, but we'll see. Probably going to be a stay away game for me, but I'll play that under you're throwing out there. I'll play that.
It's been going up, which I love. So it was a start at 43. Now it's 44.5. By the way, Jags to me are a delicious teaser piece. In fact, they're at 2 to 3. Get them up to 8 or 9. I just love it. I don't think the Bears are going to blow anybody out by 20, 10, 15. So
no.
What I would do if you're really feeling froggy, I'm just going to suggest this. Play a 2-teamer. Play Seattle and the Jags. And by the time Sunday kicks off, maybe got a little extra ready to go.
Bucks.
Or do a Seahawks, Jags, and pick one team. Just so something you're rooting for on Sunday afternoon.
Right. So, got you on that. All right.
Next game I have on my list is Commanders Ravens. To me, this is the highest market we can get on the Commanders. I think they should be a bigger dog. But if you ask me if I trust the Ravens, I don't trust the Ravens. I don't trust their defense. I trust their offense. Beautiful teaser piece. The Ravens take them down to basically a pick 'em.
Yeah.
Love that. I like the over in this game. I will remind you, two things with Lamar. 22-1 versus the NFC. NFC. He does thump the NFC. The other thing is I'd never like really betting Lamar unless he's under a field goal. Under a field goal, I take Lamar against the Bills. He was -2.5. I'm like, I love it. Give me Lamar. Over a field goal, I get more nervous with Lamar. But so I would probably take the over in this game. If you force me to pick a side, I would probably take the Commanders just because I think the door is open for a backdoor cover late in the game. I would take the Ravens money line. I think the Ravens will win, but give me the over, and I guess give me the Commanders at 7. 7's the key number. 7.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go the other way on this one. I'm going to take the Ravens laying the points based on how Lamar plays against the NFC, based on the fact that there is a rookie quarterback on the other side who has played really well against some decent teams. They ain't the Ravens. You know what I mean? This is going to be the I think a come to Jesus game for the Commanders. Like, okay, we're competitive, but we're not Super Bowl ready. You know what I mean? This is going to be, to me, this reeks of when the Lions played the Ravens last year, right? Started out real hot, looking good. Ooh, then they went to Baltimore and got spanked. You know what I mean? That's what it reeks of to me.
Yeah, it's got that possibility. It's kind of a stay away game, really. The only thing I really would do with this game, to be honest with you, is tease it. I would tease the Ravens down.
It's a great teaser game. Teaser game.
That's where I live. The next game I have on my list is Arizona +5 at Green Bay.
All
right. I want to say this again because I think Arizona's defense is bad. I feel like I'm saying this a lot right now. I like the over in this game. I think it's just a nice spot at 47.5. You know, it's going to be close, but give me the over. I think both these teams they're kind of like explosive big play teams, whether it's like a 40-yard touchdown throw or a 50-yard run. It's going to be that kind of game, I think, is going to get you to the over. I don't think these teams are going to really grind it out too much. It also depends which Kyler shows up. Kyler's been a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Like when he cares, like he did against San Francisco, he's really good. When he doesn't care, like he did against Washington, then they get blown out. And so I think I'm leaning the over. It forced to make a play, you know, on the side. Like I had knowing me, I would probably either tease Green Bay down to -1 or -0.5, or possibly, you know. I guess I would maybe Arizona to 11. Like I don't think you can lose in this tease personally, but either way works for me. But if forced to pick a side, I probably am going to take Green Bay.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to stay away 100% because the Arizona Cardinals team, this Cardinals team, to me, gives me back flashes of like mediocre bad Lion teams where you're like, if you get like 1 week they'd show up and beat the Patriots when Tom Brady was there, and then the next 3 games they dump to like the worst teams in the league. You don't know who's showing up every week, so you try to get on when you think they're going to have that one game, and you wind up on the wrong side of the flip flop the whole way through the season and lose every time. I'm just like, I'm staying away from them totally. I just don't know what to expect, man. You know, like you said, you don't know who's going to roll out of bed. Kyler, I give a shit, or Kyler, like, man, I just want to play video games. You know?
Yeah, if they can keep it close at halftime and into the third, then you live bet Arizona, right? Because then they're in it. But if it's like at halftime and it's like, you know, 17-3, which it won't be because Arizona will score. But if it's like, you know, 20-10, I'm starting to get nervous for Arizona because, you know, then Green Bay scores is 27-10. Then there's a turnover. Then it's 30-10. You know, like then it rolls badly for Arizona. They tend to be like a team that wobbles a little bit, and then once the snowball picks up, it's harder for Arizona for some reason. You know, even though last week they were down 23-10 and they came back
and then they come back and win. That's what I mean. Like they're just a stay away team for me, man. I just don't. I don't. I'll tell you. I'll give you one that goes against a rule that we live by on the show. Here is Tomlin as a favorite. Now listen, Steelers laying 3 at Las Vegas this week, coming off that loss to the Cowboys. Las Vegas, like Adams ain't playing, right? He's out. The Crosby is banged up. He's the heart and soul of that defense. I think I'm going to go against the rule here, man. Give me the Steelers laying 3 at Vegas this week.
I'm going to follow the rule because I feel like I have to. Like I give me the Raiders. Like I don't know. I think we're going to have. I'm worried that the Steelers like a couple bad fields drives and then Russ is coming in, and Russ, you know. I think he's gonna. There's a chance he even starts. I think it hasn't been official, but Russ is gonna dress, and he's not gonna just dress and stand on the sideline. He's gonna be active. So I'm worried about that a little bit. I'm worried about a mid swap quarterback, second quarter. So I get it that the Raiders are also like they don't know what quarterback they're playing. Adams is out. Like Crosby's hurt. I like the home dog, and I love that it's against Tomlin. I also think the Steelers they're a little banged up on defense. It's not quite what the Steelers that from week 2. It's already different, and this is where what the Steelers do, in my opinion. So I like the Raiders.
Okay. All right, man. Living with it. I tell you where we are going to be different. We already discussed a little bit is Bills laying 2.5 at the Jets.
Yep.
I'm all over the Bills. They need a win here. And I don't think it's Wizard of Oz moment. They pulled the curtain back because they got rid of Robert Saleh. I just don't,
Yeah, I just think everybody thinks the Bills are good, and I just don't think the Bills are good. Like any decent team, they've lost to, and if you think the Jets are a decent team, then they should lose this game. If the Jets are bad, then the Bills will win. So I just think it's hard to go on the road against a team that you're familiar with and win when the team has this much talent as the Jets. And the Jets do have talent. So
yep.
I'll be, there are too many, as I said earlier, too many injuries for the Bills. It's just going to be, and also, Allen has a concussion and one little hit, and I think he's going to get yanked as well. One hit that goes the wrong way. So it's just hard to trust for me, the Bills. It's hard to trust them.
All right. Well, Lions, Cowboys, we can just move right past this one. Talked about that one over on the other side on the, listen, blowout Lions next.
I'm starting to worry. If it goes up past 3, you get 3.5 where we have it 4. Like, I'm starting to think maybe I should have been on the Cowboys, but I'm in with the Lions, so we'll just roll with it. I think it's a high. By the way, I didn't say this, but it's kind of a pretty high variance game where you could tell me a lot of answers to that game, and I think I would believe them all. You'd be like, Lions won by 30, Cowboys won by 10, Lions kick a field goal 1. So that's a scary game.
Scary game for the Cowboys.
I'll give you one I like, and you're going to hate it, and I hate it too. There's a couple I like left, but here's one that I will be betting for sure. And I'm going to take the road or the home dog favorite, the New England Patriots at +7 against the 4-1 Houston Texans.
I'm with you on this one, especially on a teaser. I just am. New England, the Texans they're winning games, but they're winning ugly. And the Patriots are a team that will sneak up on teams that win ugly because they dot their I's, they cross their T's. You're right. This is a trap game, man.
Yeah, they got, the Texans always play these weird games. Like, they're always weird. It's like teams they score in the last 30 seconds to win, like they've done. Like,
that game last week. I mean, come on. What the Bills do?
The other side of that too is once Nico Collins went out, the Texans couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
especially if Joe Mixon's not playing in this game. I don't know, man. I feel much more comfortable with the +7. Also, Drake May gives a little bit of a unknown. The kid can run, and he can throw the ball a mile, but also he can run. He can do something Brissett never could do, which is like get out of the pocket and take off at a pretty good rate. So I like the Pats. I would be on the money line. They'll definitely be in the round robin, but I wouldn't go crazy. It's not New England is the worst team in football, but I like them here.
No, but this is a matchup thing. A lot of people, that's how people look at it. And we try to tell you all the time. You can't just look at who beat who and who's a bad team and who lost games. It's about matchups. And New England plays tough defense, and they have the ability to hold the ball on you a little bit. That has shown to give Houston some trouble. And then they're late clicking and getting moving, and then they're winning the game at the end of the game. And the Patriots are a team that they could have the ball at the end of the game and hold it on you. So
sure.
I'm with you. This game screams trap to me as well. I'm 100% in on the Bengals this weekend, laying the 3.5 at the New York Giants. Giants have put a couple good games together. Bengals, like we already talked about, Joe Burrow's playing good football. The receivers are just really starting to click. They've had a pretty tough go in the first 4 games. Give me the Bengals to have a show up moment this weekend and pull away with this one.
I like the Giants. I like the Giants. I just think, I don't know, this Bengal team could quit. They straight up quit. Like, even some of those quotes afterwards were like, even Joe's like, we're not a championship team. Like, I don't know. I think it's just one of those years for the Bengals where, I loved them to win the Super Bowl this year. I was on them to win the division. I have a future on them that way too. I just don't think it's going to happen. That's burnt money. Can they get to 9 wins and maybe make the playoffs? Yeah, maybe. This would be a very important game to win for them to do that. But the other side is, the the Giants maybe aren't bad, right? I'm not saying they're 10-7. I am saying they're not what they were last year. And maybe they weren't what the year they went to the playoffs, but they got they can get some pressure up front. This running back, Tracy, is better than Singletary.
They're playing better football. Division's wide open.
Neighbors might play. And so, like, I just want the home dog. If it becomes a shootout, I do think the Giants are okay with that. I do think the Giants get a stop or two. And also, like the Bengals in overtime against the Ravens, when they just run it 3 times, when they've been throwing, they threw for like 7,000 yards against the Ravens. And that's what you can do to beat the Ravens. You pass all over the Ravens, which is what Daniels could do, obviously for Washington. But that the Zach Taylor didn't do it. I'm like, what's his problem? So I'm going to take Daboll and the Giants.
All right, man. I'm gonna go rapid fire on this next one, man. Yeah. I think the Falcons are playing good football. They're getting better every week. Cousins is getting a lot more cohesive with that core of weapons that he's got. That defense is better than people think. Judon's coming into his own. I really like the Panthers to get whacked by the Falcons this week. I don't think 6 is enough. I'll lay the 6. I like the Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're just as a number, it's too high, for me. So I'll probably be on the Panthers, but generally I would stay away. Again, division game, they know each other. Raheem Morris, it's kind of new, but they're both coaches are new. So, the Falcons are better. You're probably right, but I just, I can't quit the Panthers. So give me.
I know it, buddy. You can't do it. You can't do it. Listen, Cleveland Browns at Philly. Is Watson going to start? There has been a calling for just give it to Winston right now. We're done with it. But I guess word out of Cleveland is, listen, the GM, no say. Stefanski, no say. Owner's like, this was the owner's idea to give him the money. And the owner is one of these guys where he's just like, and if he wants to go out there and be shit, then let him go out there and get beat up, but he's going to earn that money.
Yeah. I mean, I think the number's too high. Right. I just do. Like,
for sure.
I think you're betting a number on this one. And look, it is not comfortable, nor do I really want to bet this game. But just for the sake of betting, every game, I probably would take Cleveland in the 9. I would wait till Sunday, honestly. I'm hoping it just goes to like 10. Give me double digits, 10.5. And, if it starts going down, great. I'll take the Eagles. So, it's to me right now it's at 9-ish. It's middling a little bit for me. I would take right now. It'd force me to take the Browns, but I want to see which way it moves.
Eagles, we're both on the same boat with the Eagles. Like they're not good. They're not good. You know what I mean? Like to me, if they were to announce Winston was starting, I'd take the Browns on a money line in this game. I think that'd be enough to spark this team, and they have a good enough defense. They have a good enough running attack. I think the whole team just is like, this guy sucks, and they just go flat. I think it'd be enough, man. I would bet the Browns money line if Winston started.
Well, I think the other thing about the Eagles is A.J. Brown has barely played this year, and Devontae Smith has missed a few games. And, and all those guys should play. So it could come, especially A.J. Brown, and it could, midway through the third, it could be 27-3, Eagles rolling, and A.J. Brown's got 140 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Devontae's got a touchdown, so – that to me is the scariest part, but I'm with you. Like Cleveland needs Cleveland season on the line a little bit here,
Yeah, I hear you, man. Let's play a little game. Let's play a little game called Rapid Fire Teaser over and under. All right. I'm going to give you some numbers and you say yes or no. Okay. Lions, Cowboys over 46.
Over.
Yeah, I'm with it. The Commanders, Ravens over 45.
I'm going to go over on that one.
I'm with you. Over on that one. Browns, Ravens, under 50.
Browns,
Eagles. Browns, Eagles, under 50.
50 is a lot. Those 50 burgers have generally, most 50 games have gone under this year.
Yeah.
So I would lean under.
Yep. That's what I got. Bills, Jets, over 33.
Bills, Jets, over 33. Over.
Yeah, there we go. That's my 4-team over-under teaser I'm playing this week, and we are in full agreement, buddy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I like that. That's a good little. That's 2-1. Maybe 3-1.
Yeah, right around 3-1. It's like plus 310 or something like that. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that one.
Yeah, those, any of those big overs that are like in the 50 area, and I'm just going to look real quick. Generally, I'm going to hit the under on, like Ravens Commanders. Maybe
Yeah.
that one. I'm a little scared of that one. Arizona Green Bay, I like that over, which you already said. I'm just looking. Lions Cowboys, probably an under for me, but I get it. If you could tease
You
it down,
tease it down and then take the over for
back,
sure. For sure.
but it's like those things are tough. The other couple games I know touched about all. One left is like Titans Colts. I just want to talk about it real quick, which would be, I kind of like the Titans when it was like 1.5. I thought maybe the home team, but it's moving up, and maybe it's because Taylor's not going to play. Who knows? So I would do the same thing I was doing with the other game, which is I just kind of wait. I'd wait on it, and if it touches 3, I'd take the Colts. I think if once it gets up 3 and Titans got a really good defense. Yeah, Titans got a really good defense, and Flacco probably plays. I'm assuming he does. If it's Richardson, I have no idea what to do with that game.
I'm in no rush to bring him back.
Nah.
If I'm
Joe Flacco's amazing. He should go to the Hall of Fame for being a backup quarterback. It's just amazing.
Let the kid get healthy. Quit running him out there to get hurt. You spent the pick on him, and you got a guy playing really well right now. Well, I've said a couple weeks, maybe learn a goddamn thing or two, and then come back in.
What do you think it is with Flacco? Do you think it's just like he's like just happy not to be like a plumber now, and he's just like, look, I go out there, I sling it around. He's been so good.
He's having fun, man. He understands the game. He's got that veteran mind. He can still sling it. He's got an arm. I'm with you. He's out there like, and you know what? There's no pressure here, man.
Right.
I'm having fun.
Why didn't the Browns re-sign him?
Because they're stupid. Because they're stupid.
Crazy. It's like we have some data points here, guys. When Joe was in the game, we were pretty good. Yeah, we got beat by the Texans, but look, whatever. It's going to happen.
You know why? They didn't bring him back. The people out there are already clamoring to get rid of Watson. Flacco took him to the playoffs. If you got that guy on the bench, that city'd be screaming week 1. You didn't want the trouble,
Crazy. I would maybe lean Colts if it hits the 3. But that's probably the better stay away game. I'm gonna give you a round robin. I'm gonna give you like some money line dogs you can round robin that I think would be, they got to have some high plus numbers, and not all of them, but some of them. I think here's a couple, and I'm gonna throw these out here. One is, and I took the other team, but I would put the Saints in my round robin. It's only going up. It just, you know what? Spencer Rattler is kind of an unknown. I'd put them in. I'd probably put the Pats in it. I feel like I kind of have to. Here's one I like too, and I like this team to cover and win is Denver at -2.5.
Yeah, that's a dog I'll be on this week. Yeah,
but put them in there on my round robin. That's 3. You're not going to like this, but I would probably put Dallas in there at plus.
Not a chance. You're going to blow your whole round robin up. Not a chance. It's a vengeance game. This is a game of vengeance, man.
The Jets are plus 2.5. Give me them. Give me the Giants in my round robin. That's probably the 5 or 6 I would do. I don't think I would do maybe the other one you could convince me is Jacksonville, though it's hard to trust. So those are like my 5 or 6 teams I'll probably be choosing for my 3 to 4 to 5 team round robin.
All right, man. There it is, guys. Chalk it up, and you can be Woody Harrelson about these NFL picks, or you could be Michael Cera. But I would appreciate some more snowball fans. That's what I'm going to say now. Well, listen, let's jump into some college games real quick. I'm just going to start with the James Madison at Coastal. Now, listen, guys, this is a game I'm absolutely taking the over on. You could tease this over down to 55, and I think that is cash in your pocket. Listen, James Madison just got stunned last weekend by ULM. They held them to 19 points. Unbelievable. They're scoring like 50 a game. James Madison is ready to have a shootout and prove they still belong in a playoff talk. And Coastal has no choice but to play them like that because that's how Coastal plays as well. Mm-hmm. This game is going to have a ton of points. And I'm telling you, I really think look to James Madison to have one of those 55 to 35 games, man. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I like that. If anything on that, I'd probably hit their money line with JMU's money line with a couple teams. That way, just
Yeah.
give me the win. It's at plus 300, or minus 300, 325.
You just
So,
add them on a couple of teams there.
yeah, I would JMU it with a few teams.
Yeah, well, I think JMU is going to win big this weekend. Another team I think is going to win big this weekend, coming off a tough loss, is UNLV at really, really bad Utah State. Utah State is bad, and I'm going to give you the same advice here. This thing is going to hit the over. Get this over on a teaser. Tease this thing down to like 57. UNLV is going to explode for points. The line is 19. I will probably play that in a little like $5 shot at winning some money. I'll take them laying the 19. Utah State is really bad, and UNLV, they're going to be looking to win big this week.
Yeah. When I'm generally these Thursday, Friday games, I've done a great job of kind of staying away from, and I'll hopefully continue that. Yeah, the game I'd have some interest in is I'd want to know what's going on in Utah. So who's playing quarterback?
You never know.
That's why I feel like you're all in Utah games. I'm just betting the dog because I'm like, just give me Arizona State. If Rising plays, I'll probably lose that game. But if he doesn't play, I'm going to win that game.
You're going to win that game.
So it's kind of up to the coaches for me on Fridays.
Yep. I'm going to give you a team I've been playing the last couple of weeks, and I've hit on them the last couple of weeks because they are still pretending that this is the team that got blasted by Georgia in the opener, and that's Clemson. And they're not. They've been bombing teams since that.
They've been really good.
Keep getting these low spreads from the ACC. Now they're playing Wake Forest this weekend. Wake Forest they're not bad. But listen, they are not the team they were a couple of years ago. This is not a good football team. Clemson's laying 20. They'll be all over my teaser. I'll be teasing this thing down to 12 points everywhere I can. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be on Clemson big.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that one. I like Clemson's been really good. So here's a college game I like on Saturday. It's one of the early games too. I like Iowa -3. I think Washington. It was important. I like the Iowa money line. I like Iowa -3. I think that last week game against Michigan was a little more important than the Iowa game's going to be.
Sure,
because they lost to them last year. So I would take the Hawkeyes. I would love like a Iowa money line parlay with like Tennessee, or with a team that I think is going to, Tennessee plays Florida, so I think UT is going to win that game.
Yeah, but we're going to be all over Tennessee laying 15 to Florida. Let's jump right to that one, right? I mean, I'm laying the whole 15 to Florida. Let's go.
Yeah. I also like if you can get a money line with them and like Iowa, to me, that seems like just great news.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So I like Iowa. Iowa's one of the teams I'm into this week.
I'll give you my Big Ten lock this week is Rutgers laying 2.5 at home to Wisconsin.
Yeah, I like that one.
Are you kidding me? Rutgers a home dog. That's a good football team this year.
Yeah.
That is a good football team this year, and Wisconsin is not Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's one of my dogs this week, guys. That is one of my 3-team dogs this week is Rutgers. Put a star next to that one. Money.
I kind of like this home team at +1. It's in their name, the Colorado State Rams. I just think, look, those kind of games, I think San Jose State's not that good. They're clearly not that good. But look, neither are the Rams. But if two bad teams play and it basically a pick 'em, I'm going to take the home team.
I'm going to disagree with you wholeheartedly. San Jose State, good football team, I think, man. They're 4-1. They played some tight games. I think they're a good football team. I saw this spread, and I thought somebody in Vegas knows something about somebody not playing or something. Because
the money's coming in on the Rams, too. The money's coming in on the Rams. So the line's going down. So
yeah, I don't get it.
This is Colorado State still. I'm going to take the Rams.
I mean, listen, I'm taking San Jose probably pretty heavy this weekend. This is one of those teams for me the last couple of years. I kind of watched them on the West Coast. They like to score a lot of points. I really like San Jose State this weekend. I'm going to be on San Jose State this weekend. And if enough Colorado fans come in to flip that thing to where San Jose's getting one, put them on my dogs. I'm telling you that right now. I'm on San Jose State there, buddy.
All right. I like USC, by the way, +5.
Yeah, they got to get a win. They got to get a win.
Also, go to the Lincoln Riley is the Mike Tomlin of the college football. Like,
yeah,
I as a fave, we had our guy on a couple weeks ago when USC was the favorite against Michigan. I think I was the only one that was on Michigan. I'm like, look, we're not betting Lincoln Riley. as a favorite. It was just
Yeah,
I'm
you
never
were
going
right.
to do it. I'm never going to do it. But I will bet him as a dog. I think I said I call him Tomlin.
Yeah, you were right.
And this is where we do it right now. Like this.
You
is
were
the
right
other
about
half.
that. You
So
were right
we're
about
gonna
that.
be on USC at +5. I think we got to.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. We are not going to be on Cal. It is midnight for that pumpkin of that Cal team that's surprising everybody. This Pitt team is for real. I told you a couple of weeks ago that they were good. Big comeback win at Cincinnati. I had them as dogs. That was one of my dog picks. They won that game. Pitt -3 at home to Cal. You give me Pitt all day on that.
Absolutely. I'm with you on Pitt. I like that. There's the Vandy Kentucky game, and I'm going to just talk about the side on that one. Like the points, the total. I like the under. I think what Kentucky did to Georgia, and Kentucky just saw the other reason too. And I like that Vandy quarterback, Diego. It's pretty good. I just kind of think Kentucky will do the same thing to Vandy. No idea who's going to win that game. I guess I think Vandy or Kentucky's like a 12-point favorite. It makes a lot of sense if Vandy is partied all week and you'd want to take Kentucky. I'm probably going to stay away. If anything, I'd take Vandy. But I like the under, specifically the under in that game.
Under Vandy.
All right, man. I want to read you something. A guy who wrote this out. Unders this year in games with totals of 60 or more points in college football this season are the unders are so the total is 60 or above.
You're right.
Unders are 71 and 42, which is 63%. This week there are 11 games with totals of 60 or more.
Jesus.
So just on those games, there's 11 games. It's ended about 60, 65%. 7 games have been going under of that mark. So think about that. I know like Old Miss, LSU, you were on the under in that one, for example, and I was on the over.
Yeah.
That's one of them that fits the bill. There's a few that fit the bill. Keep an eye on those big high totals. Think about the under. Or like before you just jump to the over. My point is,
yeah, that's a lot of damn points, man. It's a lot of damn points.
Yeah. So,
Louisville -7, Louisville laying 7 at Virginia. Go ahead and give me that. Virginia's pretenders. Pretenders. Louisville's trying to make a run here. 7 does not seem like enough. I think that'll be a 10-point game. I will definitely be playing a teaser. Tease that thing down to a pick'em's a no-brainer. I'm going to take Louisville laying the 7 at Virginia. Also, here's one that I like in the MAC. Bowling Green at home laying 3 to Northern Illinois. Now, I know Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame, but Bowling Green is the cream of the crop over there this year, man. I'm telling you, they're a good football team. That's a home game. Give me BG laying 3 to Northern Illinois at home.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I like Bowling Green a lot. I had one of my futures was Bowling Green to win the MAC. So you got me. You said the right words. You said Bowling Green.
Yeah.
I like Bowling Green. So,
yep.
I got 2 here. I'm looking at that I think are interesting. Give me Nevada at home +3.5, 4 against Oregon State. I like Nevada.
They're tough this year.
Yeah, they're good. They're will Oregon State win? Maybe, but would I feel more comfortable with the home dog? Yes, for sure. The other one is West Virginia. West Virginia is sneaky. And also I think the Big 12, in my opinion, is just the conference of chaos. This is the chaos. And it started with BYU a couple weeks ago beating K-State, and I think it continues. I like West Virginia at +3.
All right, I'll probably be on Iowa State in that one. Just when it's that close, I tend to go with the coaching. But you're right, though. West Virginia's sneaky. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to put any action on that, but if I had a gun to my head, I might go Iowa State.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you another one of my dogs this week. All right,
okay.
You're going to love it, buddy. Home dog.
Great.
Home dog. Fire up chips. Central Michigan Chippewas are 3.5 point dogs to the Ohio Bobcats at home, Kelly Shore Stadium this weekend. Give me the Chippewas to come out of there with the victory.
I love it. I'm in on it. I like them. The thing is, you want to get on them because the number's going down.
Yep, you're gonna want to jump on it.
Now it's at 3. I'm into that game. I think that's yes.
I'm going straight money line on that one. Give me the Chippewas, baby.
I love it. Yeah, I think you got to. I for sure think you got to. So, I love that one. I'm looking at anything else. Nothing else is popping at this moment.
I do like Wazoo -3 at Fresno. Wazoo's a really good football team, man. I mean, this right here, I think, is a really like highlight this thing, pair it up with some stuff and win some money. Wazoo is a really good football team this year. They just got hammered by a exceptional football team that can run the football better than anybody, Boise State. And that game, if you were watching, that game was a football game going into the half. It was like a 6-point game. And then Boise State just pulled away in the second half. I'm telling you right now, Wazoo laying 3 at Fresno. Give me the Cougs big.
Okay. All right, sure. You know, my gut tells me to get on the instincts in my body says get on Fresno State, but I don't know much about that game. I can't even pretend like I do. So I'll just kind of follow. I'll follow on that one.
Yeah.
I also want to kind of bet Old Dominion at +1.5 at Georgia State.
Yeah, I mean that's a toss up, man. Like that's what you call gambling there. That is an exact line for that game. You don't know what's going to happen there. K-State laying 4 at Colorado. You said what do you think about that? The Buffaloes are K-State's they're going to beat them. The Buffaloes pretenders this year, man. I think Buffaloes are.
Yeah, but that Buffalo win on the road at UCF was really good. I was shocked by that one.
I was shocked by that one.
So probably a stay away. Forced to play, you know, I think I again would lean with Colorado, but that's only because I think they can score enough. You know, I think they can put up points to keep up with K-State. And also K-State on the road.
Sure.
I don't know. K-State might be one of those good teams at home, bad on the road.
Could be. You want to tread lightly there. I'll give you my last one. I'll give you my last one here, Andy. Absolutely take Boise laying the 20 at Hawaii. Listen, they're going to smash the hell out of Hawaii. They just are. You know what I mean? When it's when a good team that scores a lot of points because they air it out everywhere is playing a bad team, maybe you can be like, well, maybe they're not going to, you could have drop balls, you can have this thing. But when a team is blowing teams out because they're just running it down everybody's goddamn throat and you play a bad team, you're going to score the points against a bad team. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is logic, man. Give me Boise laying the 20.
I give you one last one, and then I'm going to give you a parlay that I think you should play.
All right.
So I like Buffalo +10 at home versus Toledo.
Okay.
I just think Buffalo is one of those teams that better at home. Also, Toledo's not Toledo from last year. That's a lot of points. You know, we'll see. But here's 2 teams we talked about. I liked one, you like the other. So maybe we could do our parlay where you pick a team you like, I pick a team I like.
All right.
I put this one together for us. A money line parlay. 2 favorites, very small favorites. The parlay is going to take Rutgers at -130, whatever it is, and Iowa at -150, pays about 2-1. Give me that parlay all long. Give me Iowa, Rutgers parlay. That's
that one.
Our parlay of the day.
Yep, I like that one. I'll definitely be on that one. I'll tell you what, I'll probably tag it with San Jose State because I think they're going to blast Colorado.
Don't mess this up. What are you doing? What are you adding the third one for? Just take the 2.
Just take the 2. Just take the 2.
Just take the 2-1.
I hear you, man. Well, hey, guys, there's your free picks for the week. Get out there, make some money this weekend, man. Tread lightly, gamble responsibly, stay within yourselves, have yourselves a brass monkey, have a good time. And on the way out here, Andy, I'm going to play Kevin's song one more time for everybody on the way out. We'll see you next time, man.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
Wanna chicken dinner.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to love winter chicken dinner and then RoboCop at the end.
I'd buy that for $1.
Hilarious.